We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is X-Men issue 35. In Central Europe, the mutant known as Banshee is searching for an evil organization known as Factor 3. When a hole opens up on a mountainside, he's sure that he's found his quarry, but he's met inside by a robot spider that zaps him with a paralyzing ray. He's able to make it back to his chalet and send a message to the X-Men, but he passes out before he can complete the whole thing. He is taken by Factor 3, who send a robot to discover how much information he has sent to the X-Men. And the X-Men, they only receive one sentence: beware the spider. Speaking of spiders, just outside of the mansion grounds, Peter Parker is riding around in the countryside on his motorbike. He gets off to explore a stream and an abandoned mill that look interesting, when suddenly an egg lands from the sky. Ducking into the mill, Parker changes into his Spider-Man threads in time to see the egg release a spider robot that instantly attacks our hero. Spider-Man is on the back foot, desperately trying to dodge the spider's lasers, and he's eventually knocked to the ground when the robot shoots away the wall that he's clinging to. Meanwhile, and a little distance away, the X-Men get a warning from Cerebro that a mutant is nearby, and they hop into a fancy Rolls-Royce to investigate. Back with Spidey and Spider, and Spider-Man has managed to lure the robot inside of the mill, where it has less room to maneuver. He's able to get the drop on the mechanical spider, grab its laser eye and redirect it down towards the body of the robot, forcing the robot to destroy itself. Dazed from the fight, he wanders out of the partially destroyed mill and finds the X-Men waiting for him. The X-Men are shocked to find Spider-Man there, but soon start to put the pieces together. He must be the spider that Banshee warned them of, and so they attack, and Spidey is forced to defend himself. He webs up Angel's wings and drops him into the stream, then dodges Beast's attacks and kicks him from a wall, and then he dodges Iceman's attack too. Cyclops is about to jump in, but tries diplomacy first. Spider-Man gives them 10 seconds to explain themselves, but the X-Men just argue with him, and the time runs out, and it soon leads to fighting once more. This time the X-Men surround him and attack at once. Angel leads Spidey into the mill, where the Beast dives at him, and Iceman freezes his feet while Cyclops shoots out his webbing, and Spider-Man tumbles into the stream. However, just as they defeat Spider-Man, the X-Men get a message from Jean Grey, who stayed behind because she's a girl, I guess? She tells them that Cerebro has stopped detecting a mutant presence the moment that the X-Men left, so the Spider-Menace couldn't have been Spider-Man. Spider-Menace, Spidey overhears them say. That was probably the spider that he defeated earlier. The X-Men offer apologies and offer to help him out of the water, but Spider-Man turns them all down and watches his attackers ride off in a fancy car. Back at the mansion, and Jean Grey has located Banshee. The X-Men prepare to travel to Europe to rescue Banshee and the Professor too in issues that don't include Spider-Man, so we don't care about them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, a like tells YouTube to give it to other people and would be really appreciated. And while we wait for the next issue, here's a fun fact about this one. So in later issues, they are able to rescue the Banshee, but they don't rescue Professor X. In fact, he dies for 2 years until they reveal that he never actually died, because comics.